Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. Today I will be reviewing a lot of BSC and UNISWAP coins. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not an expert doing research. Okay, so a few of these coins actually got listed on some centralized exchanges, so I'll just go into them. Now, again, these are mainly coins that are lower cap and only on Uniswap, although this is a newer coin. This is BENQI. BENQI is a coin on the Avalanche network, and I actually bought some of this last week, around the 23rd. It's really not much price history at all on this. I mean, you could maybe fib out the entire range, maybe. This is like probably how I would play it. I think like something like this would be good. I would do something like this. I mean, this is like pretty close to the 0.5 fib. Something like this seems about right. This area should bounce, in my opinion. I expect some consolidation around here, and then like another move up. Usually the 0.5 is pretty good area for a reversal. Same with the 0.618, depending on the conditions. But yeah, still looks okay to me. Still bullish on the overall Avalanche network, and I have money all throughout this network as well. UNFI, I mean, this is an older coin. I don't know why I'm even reviewing this. This has like been on Binance for quite some time, but here we are. Like, looks just like a rounded bottom to me. You can usually see the swing high areas acting as support or resistance, and for this case it's resistance. So I'm expecting we'll see some sort of like cup and handle type of pattern, something like this, where price just kind of comes down and then comes back up. So I'm expecting some sort of pullback though. I would say maybe like 950 or so looks like an area of interest. It's a swing high here. That's how I would play this. SRK, don't know what this is. Spark Point. It's kind of similar to UNFI, where we see this kind of like rounded bottom. Still looks to be in this consolidation type of range, where we see this just chopping around. I mean, it is still like a pretty big range, but I'm not really expecting this to do anything insane. Potential SR flip. I wouldn't be surprised too if we like made this like a 1.5 and 0 fib, or just do like a total range of this. Maybe like something like this would be like the range high, and I'm guessing this like would line up. Let's just do it for fun. Yep, pretty close. So it's still in a range. Yeah, not expecting this to do really anything. Okay, so apologize too for the bad DEX tools. I mean, this is going to be pretty hard to see, but I'll try to make it as clear as I can. This is wild. Peter Brandt, I think, tweeted about this yesterday. It's an NFT project that I'm invested in, and we saw a crazy amount of volume on the spike up and like lots of volatility. I mean, this trend to me clearly looks bullish. Higher highs, higher lows all around. We are seeing potential like topping pattern in the short term. Usually when you see coins start to do this type of stuff, it looks bearish, but it'll depend more on the daily closes. And that said, though, this entire trend is very bullish. So like, you know, I don't know if you can really short this coin. Never a bad idea to take profits if like you see big spikes like this, but the trend is still very bullish to me. And I would expect this, like as I said, this doesn't really look super bullish to me, or as of right now. But because the overall macro trend is still very bullish, like this probably is just going to continue higher, in my opinion. If we start to see things calm down a little bit, and we start to see kind of more of a slower consolidation as a range, then I think that it's more likely that this continues higher. So something like this. I know this chart isn't great, but again, I'm just going to work with what I have. So as of right now, it still looks like heavily volatile. Would not surprise me if this came lower, but I'm expecting much more volatility if that happens. If it starts to calm down a little bit more and we start to see less volatility, then I'm expecting this to actually make another leg up eventually, just because the overall macro trend is higher. So if you start to see crazy volatility and crazy wicks with ugly daily closes with high sell volume, then I'm expecting this to take a cool off a little bit. But if we start to see things calm down, then I think another leg up is coming. Drops ownership power here. This chart looks, again, very bullish. This is a coin that is a part of the NFT market. This was like the daily close around 227 or so. That area is significant, and the next area up is like $6. So still quite some time before it gets to that point. If we look down to lower time frame charts, I mean, this coin launched pretty much right when the bear market started coming, and it looked like it accumulated all throughout kind of this July time period for a month. And then it started to have this strong move as like a rounded bottom. So this is kind of what we're seeing right now. To me, it's still like undeniably bullish as of right now. Like, I mean, I don't see how you can really argue otherwise. Oopsies. Yeah, it just looks pretty good. This former daily close at 225 is holding as support for right now. And if you start to scale down on lower time frames, I mean, this just looks like it's consolidating and probably will make another leg up. But again, it's correlated with the NFT market. The NFT market right now is very strong. So like anything NFT related, similar to Wild, will be like pretty strong in my opinion. DNXC coin looks really pretty good. Looks like big move up. Again, small price history though, so you can't really tell too much from this chart. And that's also like a disclaimer too. Like all of these coins, like they are low caps for a reason. They are on Uniswap for a reason. Like again, I'm not telling you to buy or sell or anything like that. Like make sure that you do your own research for all of these coins. But because these have low liquidity and low trading volume, like even like probably a $10,000 buy or something like that would actually move price quite a bit. So just know that these coins have like not very much liquidity. And yeah, for DNXC, it looks like this 60 cents area kind of is holding as support. Again, it's very hard to do TA with like very limited price history and coins also not having not on centralized exchanges in general. Like it's a little harder. This kind of opening day swing high acted still as resistance. It's a good example that price does remember previous history, and you know, price went up to that area around 85 cents and then pulled back. To me, this just looks like kind of like a consolidation, like a bullish consolidation. Not really a whole lot going on with this coin as of right now in the short term, but it wouldn't surprise me at all to see this make a move up towards it wouldn't surprise me if it's like the mid-range from this 87, 60, and then the 75 area. Wouldn't surprise me to see this grind up to 75 cents. Equalizer. I think this coin's actually on KuCoin as well, but I'll just chart it here. Looks like big dump, big run up, big dump, and now it's just consolidating. Kind of like a mini double bottom type of pattern, but kind of still hard. It's still unclear to me what's going on with this coin. So it wouldn't surprise me at all just to see this continue to chop around. Like this is, I wouldn't really buy or sell this coin personally. It just looks kind of neutral. Wouldn't surprise me just to see this continue chopping around, I think, and then make a move up. DRT, I think this is the right one. I don't know. I don't know if this is the right one or not. I mean, I just typed in DRT. It looks pretty terrible. Just got launched back in March. Yeah, just like, I don't know if, again, I don't know if this is the right DRT. I typed in DRT. This looks pretty terrible. There's like no trading volume at all. Looks like it's literally just sat around 4 months. Good example here of what it looks like when you bag hold coins that aren't doing anything. There is a big opportunity cost for you when you do invest in some coins and they just sit there. Now, I understand that many of you guys have bags. I have bags as well. And it's okay to just invest in some coins where they just like do nothing for a while. Like Dogecoin was like this for many years, where like Dogecoin would either go to like the heavens or it would just like do nothing and like sit at like 20 satoshis. But you do have to realize that there is an opportunity cost to that money, and like when your coin is just sitting around, chopping around, doing nothing, like when you could be in an active trade, like again, there is some opportunity cost to that. Now, I get that you can't have active trades 100% of the time, where most people can't, like the great traders can, obviously. But this is a good example of just like your coin, like literally doing nothing at all. Like, you know, you could have bought in the 25th of June, and now your coin, like several months later, is still at the same price. Now, again, I probably just have the wrong DRT, but yeah. BIOS, this was another request. Looks like, I mean, this one I remember launched pretty badly in like bad market conditions, and price just dumped. And it hit a reversal in the end of July, and now like consolidating for right now. So not too big of a surprise that it did pull back in the area that it did, right around $7. And now it looks like it's somewhat found a floor around 430 or so. Like we're seeing this kind of chop around. Again, not really a cup and handle, but you do kind of see this kind of rounded bottom kind of price action. I mean, I guess you can maybe call this a cup and handle type of thing, but again, like this is more just like a consolidation, and I'm expecting this just to chop around for a little longer. Wouldn't surprise me at all to see this just, yeah, maybe now make its move up way up to 650 or so, or $7, and then just continue ranging. Something like this would make sense to me. Yeah, that's just like BIOS, and then like eventually probably keep moving higher. Oxygen ecosystem token. I don't know if this is the same Oxy that is like on FTX. It's probably not. If it is, this looks pretty terrible. Big move down. But similar to the other coins where it's like kind of a rounded bottom. And then hits resistance. And now pulling back. It's similar to BIOS, where now I'm expecting this to just chop around. Again, sorry if this is the wrong coin that I'm reviewing. ORC. This is a coin on Binance Smart Chain. This is the PooCoin app. It looks like I can't chart on this, unfortunately, but it's just unfortunately I can't chart. I'll just give overall thoughts, I guess. It just looks like it's consolidating, so it's within its range of 21 cents and 40 or so. So I'm guessing this continues to consolidate, and then it will move pretty strongly up after that. Infinity Pad is another one. There is one I wanted to actually look at. It's called Sell. Let me look. Sell frame token. This was one that's popular. Okay, sell frame. Wow, this has a lot of price history, relatively speaking. Huge move up, massive downtrend. It went all the way back to the area of the impulse. I can't, for some reason this doesn't work. Okay, well, whatever. What is going on here? Okay, well, whatever. I will just do this. It went back to the impulse around 70 cents. And then it accumulated, it looks like, for a while, and then now it's moving up. To me, it looks similar to the other coins where we saw this kind of hit this accumulation pattern. And now it's pulling back. So it was almost like a rounded bottom. You can kind of see it almost. Like this will look a little bit better where we do this. So similar to the others, kind of a rounded bottom. Hits resistance. And then now it's pulling back. So maybe like some sort of cup and handle. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Like it did bounce right here. Kind of this former high around $1. And it wouldn't surprise me to see this consolidate for a while and then go up. So yeah, maybe like a cup and handle type of pattern, perhaps. Oh, I wanted to look at Raze as well. And then also Gather, GTH. Okay, so Raze, Gather. Let's look at Gather here. Gather. Interesting chart. This is an older coin for sure. Big move up. March 2021. Big dump. And now it looks neutral. I think this is like a rounded bottom similar to the others. And then we saw this area here hold as a kind of a resistance area. Again, these charts are never as clean as they are on like centralized exchanges. Probably, I don't know, like market makers. I don't know. To me, it looks like it needs to hold this current level of like 12 cents or 11 cents. This would be like the area of interest for me. I would like to see it hold this area. It wouldn't surprise me at all to see this continue just chopping around and form kind of like the handle of this cup and then make another move up. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Raise. Actually, there's another one too. I want to look up Coda. That's not right. I don't know what the real Coda is. Oh, Snood is another one I wanted to do. Snood. Okay, let's look at Raise. Raise absolutely massive dumping throughout May and April. And then absolute moon mission now. Rounded bottom. And insane volume from, I mean, it's nearly 5x. This is a good example of some Uniswap coins. These coins are obviously super high risk, high reward. I mean, it's always been like that. And this is a good example. I mean, this went from $1, like negative 95% plus 96%, depending on what you track over just a few months. You generally don't see that for most coins. And even if we use the daily closes, it's just like, yeah, negative 95%. But clearly all the sellers are gone, and now this is like quickly 5x'd. So when you see some of these Uniswap coins that have just dumped like absolute hell, it might not be a bad idea to pick some up at the bottom. I actually did that for another coin called Crowny, where I just bought like some Crowny, and then like this stuff can easily 5x like pretty quickly, or 10x or whatever. So yeah, this looks pretty good. Okay, I wanted to also look at InfiniPad. This is a coin that I'm invested in as well. Obviously a massive move up. And now it looks like it's bullishly consolidating. Kind of a bull flag. Again, I can't chart on this PooCoin app, but big move up. Now it looks like it's bull flagging. If it starts to look more volatile, though, then I will assume that this will come down a little bit and form some sort of higher low. So again, it's similar to that other coin. I don't remember what it was, but we checked where if this starts to close ugly on the daily, then I'll assume this is just going to go lower and pull back. But if it starts to consolidate and the volatility goes down, then I'm expecting this to make another leg up. Anyways, I think that's it for right now, and I really appreciate everybody's support. Thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.